We're jamming. It's a good time. All right. Looks like the audio is working, as is our one. Would be good, if everything crashes less than ideal. Ah, perfect. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. As last stream, we wrapped up season 4. Without question, our most successful season. As you can see, we finished ranked third in the country with a 14-2 overall record, 9-0, undefeated in conference. We made it to the semifinals of the playoffs before losing a heartbreaker to OSU. Very, I think, defied expectation this season. I mean, I thought we'd be good. I thought we'd be ranked, but I mean, 14-2, like you can't beat that. Here's just a look at our schedule. We were undefeated throughout the season before losing in the Big Ten championship game to USC. Overall, I think admittedly a lighter schedule than what we're used to. I mean, we still had to play OSU, Michigan, and IU as we do every year. A ranked Penn State team as well. A very good at the time Air Force team. They did unfortunately go to lose out a bit and lost their bowl game. But besides that, not that much tough competition. Arizona State finished under 500, as did Stanford, though they won their bowl game, so credit to them. But a fairly lighter schedule, which I think definitely helped. But I mean, hey, we blew out, all the teams we should have, and then it was close wins against the three best teams. And then in the playoffs, we beat San Diego State. We beat Notre Dame, who also has the best quarterback in the country in Damian Chamberlain, who took home a biblical amount of silverware. Player of the year, freshman of the year, top QB, first team All American, first team All Freshman, ACC Player of the Year, freshman of the year, top QB, first. His trophy cabinet is huge. I imagine his potential is going to get a boost to like a B, and then his overall is going to shoot up to like an 86, and then Notre Dame's just going to be off to the running. But very good last season. No complaints whatsoever. Top 10 offense, nearly top 10 defense. In my opinion, our defense was better than our offense, but that's not here nor there. The issue that we have going into this season is we also lost about a dozen or so seniors, the majority of whom were starters and key contributors, and now we have to rebuild. Because as you can see, our quarterback play rating is a 73, rushing skills a 72. Our tackling ability dropped from, I believe, an 85 to a 79. Our receiver skill went down. Run blocking took a huge hit with a couple graduating O linemen. So we need to retool this thing rather quickly. And that all starts with the quarterback. Antonio Stevens was our backup quarterback last season, threw 50 passes and didn't do well. I think that is fairly obvious. Less than 50% completion, 291 yards, a touchdown. I mean, he threw a handful of passes in games here or there, and the most passes he threw was 8 for 20 and 100 yards against Illinois. Not great. I mean, in an ideal world, his overall boosts up huge, but the issue we ran into is that in the 3 ratings changes he's had, his accuracy has only gone up by 3 compared to when it was when we recruited him. And so that's not exactly something I can count on. I would love to live in a world where, he develops great and I don't need to bring in someone from transfer, but we can't really count on him. I do have a promise for him where I've promised him 200 passing attempts, which he may very well get even if he's a backup. If there's an injury or if we're doing great and I just decide to give him a couple spot starts, I may very well do that just to get that promise. Yeah, and the other promise I have is the Harrison Waters, which is the big other position where I think we're going to have some issues. We lost two starting running backs at the end of last season. Both Hagan and Hunter have graduated; they're gone, and that leaves me with this conundrum where I have Harrison Waters, who is currently the highest overall, and just has barely played. He's been the fourth running back essentially every season. And he wants 30% of snaps, which I think he'll be able to get if he is the third running back. There is no shot he gets that if he's the fourth. So ideally, I bring in one guy who transfers, Seth Summers develops well, and then it's new guy, Summers, Waters. Alex Williams needs to redshirt. He did not redshirt because he just came in so many times on kneel downs. I wish I was joking. But he somewhere in here he appeared in 10 games. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why. But despite only getting carries in 3 of them, he somehow appeared in 10. That's just where we're at. So I need to make a mental note when next season rolls around to just bury him on the depth chart, regardless of how he develops. Which, seeing as if you're looking at his potential letter change, don't have high hopes for that development. Either way, let's look at transferring. So right now, we do not have a big commitment class going in. These are the list of the commits going in, and there's only 14. And only 10 of those 14 are high school commits. We went a little heavy on the JUCO class this year because we lost so many seniors, and I needed guys, especially on the defense, like Zachary Paul, like Israel Dodson, who can play in week 1. And then Nathan Bartlett is going to be a depth lineman for us. And then Bryce Carver was just a Hail Mary punt since we lost 4 linebackers. But let's talk. So right now, base scholarships, we have 8 open spots. There are currently 13 players I'm looking at. 2 of those are recruits that have simply not committed. Now, I'm going to do the same thing I did last season, where I will essentially, rescind a offer that I have out. Let me find our boy. So Charlie Russo, I'm going to revoke his offer. He was a guy that we started, scouting and looking at later on in the process, but he never committed to us. He only has an offer sheet from us, but the fact of the matter is, we don't need him. Just looking at the commits, I'm already bringing in 4 corners, one of whom Dodson is going to play on day 1. Arjun Bowers is likely going to be a really good depth piece for us. Same with Brandon Rasmussen, and then Xander Toney is going to be your depth guy who's going to redshirt. I don't need another corner on top of that, especially when I only have 8 spots remaining. Similarly to last year, I would rather take the integrity hit and leave a spot open for a transfer than have Russo potentially take up a spot, even though he does have a potential, and he may very well turn into a really good player. So I am going to revoke his offer. I'm going to take the integrity point hit and move on with my life. So let's talk targets. There is only the QB class for transfers can only be described as just grim. If you look just in terms of overall, there's only 180 and a handful of high 70s. Then the drop off gets to your 77s and whatever. And at that point, there's no real reason outside of maybe Martin Bass, who is a redshirt freshman with 77, B minus potential. Outside of him, I don't really see a point in going after any of these guys, especially since they're redshirt juniors, etc. So the guy I am targeting is Bradley Black, who was Notre Dame's backup behind the god that is Damian Chamberlain. He barely has a sample size, 5 games, 5-9, 55 yards, nothing. His stats mean nothing. Um, what I like about him is my offense is not structured to, for a mobile quarterback. So the lack of speed I don't really care about, but he does have 81 ball carrier vision, which isn't nothing. He has a really good arm. His accuracy for what we need is fine. His quarterback IQ is a little low, but again, he's a redshirt freshman, so he hasn't had that much development at the moment. And I simmed through the first offseason recruiting phase because to me it's one of the more boring times where you're just filtering 10 different lists and advancing. Right now, we're 1,000 points ahead of the second team, Colorado State. In terms of his priorities, they do have us beat in proximity to home and college life. However, we have better facilities and playing time. I mean, he's going to start. Let's be clear. If we get Bradley Black, he is going to start. So he's the quarterback I am targeting. I'm not really bothering with anyone else. I debated on Martin Bass. And to be honest, if I wanted to fire in for him, maybe I could. But to me, him and Bradley Black are on similar fields, and at that point, I will defer to the A potential versus a B minus. Because even if his potential drops and his potential goes up, Bradley's is still going to be higher. So at that point, I'll go for Bradley. His interest is also a 95 compared to a 76. So that is the quarterback I'm going for. He is top on my priority list. He is getting the ace pitch without question. Sign him up. Running back things get a little interesting because I don't know if I need 2 new running backs. I definitely need 1. That's definitive. Don't know if I need 2. That said, I'm still going to push for both Prince and Mann very hard because neither of the Michigan teams have even offered him yet, and Eastern Carolina is already close behind. So I need to push hard for both these guys. They're also very different types of running backs. Prince is very much a ground and pound, power back. He's not going to turn the ball over. He's going to get you the yards you need. He's also a very good pass blocker. That matters. Joe Mann is the opposite. He is a speed demon. He is going to be good in the receiving game, which is something that we haven't really had at the running back position outside of Manning and then maybe a little bit of Hagan. But that's something that could really matter. Both of these men are going to get a great pitch. And that'll just be that. I'm saving my ace pitch for something else. Let's look now at the wide receiver. So wide receiver, I think I'm in a nice little position where if I don't get anyone, I'm not that mad at it. One guy, though, would be great. The 2 guys I'm looking at are 3-star Carlos Abrams, who is a just no complaints wide receiver. He's got the speed. He's got the catching. His evasion is 100. It's going to be very hard to take down. The one main concern is his ball security is a 59. For reference, Ronnie Carnarone, who we're also looking at, is a 64, which isn't, it's better than that. I don't want to talk about Guillermo Reese's, but that's beside the point. Of these 2, I'm chasing UMass for Ronnie. I'm already ahead of the California schools for Carlos. I think they're both going to be really solid. However, a 5-star freshman transfer, gotta have that. So they're both going to get my ace pitch. Guillermo, I'm just going to leave on target player. Tight end, I'm not looking at. I'm happy with my room. I need guys like Jay Brandt and Calderon to get playing time. Offensive lineman. Offensive lineman, I am in a tricky situation where none of the O linemen really want to come to Purdue, which is a bit hurtful, but it is what it is. I did find this redshirt freshman transfer, Jamron Gaskins from Florida, who I think could maybe do a job. His strength is lower, but his run blocking is fine. The pass blocking goes up, I'm a happy man. So I am going to extend him an offer sheet. That's going to move me, it looks like, 300 behind FAU. His interest in me is terrible, but I don't care enough to increase my offer any much. Marco Lowe, I really wish he cared about money. We do have over 6 million in the coffers right now. He's going to get my last ace pitch. I'm also, if I offer him 1 million, that gets me 653. I'm cool with that, and then I'll see what that looks like next week. All right, let's look at D lineman. So D lineman isn't a huge need. Again, it's one where the depth is good. I have a couple guys at the top, but then there's just a big gap between the depth and the top. So I need a guy with the high 70s, bridge gap. Alan Akins is going to get an okay pitch. He also really wants money. At the moment, I'm writing him a check for 900. Well, I'll just do 800,000 because that'll give me 885, and then I'll be able to see what Tulane does. But he's just a really good deal. I mean, his block shedding is great. His pursuit is strong. He's not the strongest D lineman, but is what it is. Darian Vance would just be another good kind of depth option that you hope increases his potential, but he's just going to get a target man pitch. Nothing too crazy. Linebacker. Hi. Linebackers, Peyton Drake is really the only one I'm interested in. He has decent coverage stats compared to my other linebackers, even though the 68 zone is a bit ugly. But he has 96 tackling. He's got decent speed. He would immediately become probably my second or third linebacker on the depth chart, depending on sort of how things stand. He does not care about money, which is very annoying. And he also, last year for Illinois, did very, very, very well in the tackling department, which is something we need at linebacker because I'm looking to shrink the number of linebackers that play. So I'm just going to give him a good pitch. And then last but not least, we have the safety I'm looking at, which is Josiah Adams, who would likely start next season, either as the 1 or the number 2. He has 99 zone, 79 man. I can play him at corner. I can play him at safety. I need him at safety. Eastern Michigan is really the only school that's kind of close right now. He's just going to get my okay pitch. And I believe he does care about money. I'm going to give him, let's call it 750,000. Okay. So that's that. All right. I have 3 offensive coordinator pitches to do. And these 3 are the only ones I really haven't talked to. So I guess they're getting a little extra boost. Fair enough. Okay. Those are my recruits. Again, I only have 8 open spots, and I'm looking at 12 guys. And odds are I'm not going to get a lot of these guys, especially the really close races, but we'll see how that goes. I am now going to advance the week. All right, we are in the 3rd phase of recruiting. Let's do points ahead. All right, so right now I am ahead on 7. Tulane got 1,000. Did they put money on the table? Ooh, yes, they did. Okay. Okay. This'll be fun to do math on. Okay. So 3 million. See, this shows how little Bradley Black cares about money. They did a good pitch, which probably netted them like 300 or so, and then they dropped 3 million just to get an extra 200 or so points. That's crazy. He's getting my ace pitch. I kind of just want to offer him like even 5. No, he gets my ace pitch. Reese gets okay. Darian Vance, it's looking like he's going to be ours. I'm just going to give him an okay pitch. Oh, boy. I mean, if I get both of these guys, I'm kind of in a pickle because then Seth Summers doesn't really have a role. But am I really that upset about that? I don't think I am. Who am I more worried about, North Carolina or Michigan? North Carolina's interest is 87, and they got this stupid boost. I feel like I should turn off this boost. I'm debating doing so. I'll think about it. Okay. So I think both of them are going to get the great pitches again. That gets me 420 points. So even if they both get 1,000, it's still close. Man cares a lot about money. Prince, not so much. I do prefer Joe Man, I think. I'm going to offer Joe Man. I'll do 700,000 because that'll get me 800 points, and then I should be good on both of those. Okay, Josiah Adams, I really want. He gets the ace pitch this time around. Looks like Eastern Michigan offered him 1 million, and they're pushing hard, so I'll up mine to 1 million. That'll get me an extra 100. That gets me 500. I'm happy with that. Peyton Drake gets an okay pitch. He doesn't care about money. I feel like I'm going to get sniped on him, so I'll do ace instead. If I do okay, on Abrams, that gets me 280. If I offer him the money he value, that's 230. I'll circle back to Abrams. Oh boy, I think yeah. I don't think I'm gonna get any of the O linemen, which really sucks. I need to remind myself really quick. Who cares the most about money that I really want to get their signature? Adkins, who I'll circle back to. What's Ronnie? Somewhat, yeah. Not a lot of these guys care about money, which I respect. Let's up that by 200,000 and give Allen an okay pitch. Man, that still doesn't get me much. If I make it 1.5 million, I mean that's a lot of money for Akins. I think he's worth it, in all honesty. So I'll keep that as it is. Okay. Back to my points ahead. All right. So I have an ace and two okay pitches for these three. My fear is if I do the ace, I think if I give, I don't think I'm going to get low. The interest is just too low compared to Florida and Georgia, and they're already offering as much money as I am. Do I then go harder for Gaskins? I mean, I'm 600 behind. You can get an okay pitch. Carrion can get the ace, and I'll give him 1 million. It's me. I 2 million seems like a lot of money. Oh, whoops! I just cleared it. Yeah, I mean, 1.9 million for a wide receiver seems like a lot of money, but I'm gonna get 3 more years out of him, and he'll be probably my third wide receiver. I'll take that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But at that point, hold please. Uh, Abrams. Yeah, I think I'd rather do that. I'd rather give him the money than Chase Carrion. All right, Gaskins, you get an okay pitch. Okay, just in case there's some tiebreakers, let's look at the priority order. So Bradley's one, that's definite. Prince. Hmm, I'm gonna flip the wide receiver, the running back. Though it's not gonna matter at this point. What's gonna matter is down here. Um, Carrion, Aikens ahead of Carrion, Drake ahead of Carrion, Vance, Reese, Gaskins ahead of Reese. Safe. Okay. That's my list. I am setting myself up for just disappointment when I only get like 6 of these guys, but that is what it is. All right. Let us, before I hit save in advance, just just before I do that, just trying to figure out if there's anyone that I just want to go after for the heck of it. A lot of D linemen running around here. What was that guy? Morris, 72. What was my D line list looking like? Hmm. Let's do it just for the heck of it. Just cause. I mean, why not? I have a feeling, like, I just have a general feeling that I'm not going to get 8 guys. And at that point, let's just do that. Okay. Come what may, money has been spent. Players are signed. Let us save in advance. Nobody move. Nobody breathe. Oh boy. I don't think anything though will ever top. I think it was second transfer window where we lost out on some guys by like I think it was 12 points. And then the guy was like 9 because I know we lost out on one by single. That was oh boy. I think as long as I get 1 or 2 D linemen, one of the wide receivers, I'll be happy for the fringes. I assume I'm getting Bradley Black. One, if not both of the running backs, will be mine. So now we just have to. All right, here we go. Signing day. We have 8 open spots. Not a lot. We have offered 12. So if we miss out on 4, it doesn't matter. First up, the quarterback of the future, Bradley Black. Chooses Purdue, never close. We didn't even need to offer him money at the end. We have our QB of the future, redshirt freshman Bradley Black. Come on down. Will Stevens shank me in the locker room, possibly? All right, John Mann. If we get a running back, we want it to be him, and we do. North Carolina made it really close, but we get John Mann, the running back from Georgia, who did not play, but he's got very good ball skills. Really happy to have him. Carlos Abrams, we hope. Oh, Stanford sniped us. Oh, Stanford. They offered 1.8. We offered 1. Or no, excuse me. We offered 1.8. They offered 1, but they did their ace pitch. We just did an okay pitch. Dang. All right. The California native stays home after a very, very nice 3 years at Kansas. That hurts. All right, Lorenzo Prince comes to us. All right, so now we have a serious problem where we have suddenly I went from having no running backs to having too many. Lorenzo Prince, formerly of Northwestern, where he did very well for them last season, now comes down to us. He's a bruiser running back. We like that a lot. I think right now my plan is then just going to be Prince at the top, then Man, then Waters, and then Seth Summers is just going to hate me, but that's fine. Marco Lowe, we're fairly confident we won't get him. No, we don't. Oh, Florida snipes Georgia, even though they did target play. You guys don't deserve this lineman. Both of you did target player. I wish he went to Hawaii. We don't get low. We're at 3 out of 8 so far for those keeping track at home. Josiah Adams, we're fairly confident. We get him. It really wasn't close. I didn't need to offer him money, but better to get him than to not. He is going to be a starting safety for us. It's just a question of if he's 1 or if he's 2. Didn't play much at Wisconsin. Broke up 1 pass, but he'll come in and do a lot of good work for us. All right, Alan Akins, we hope, and we do get him as Tulane offers more money. They do a great pitch, but it's not enough. As we get Alan Akins, that's big for our defensive line. He'll be a lot of help up there. All right, so of the 8, we are now at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to make some cuts. Peyton Drake, did we get him? Yes, we did. That's big. Wisconsin puts 800,000 at the table, but we get Drake. He's going to start for us. He's going to be a great linebacker here for a couple years. So needed. Also, very rude of Alabama to play him 6 games so he doesn't get redshirt. Very rude. Ronnie Carrion? No dice. Yeah, UMass got him. We didn't do enough. Both UConn and Army offered him money. So yeah, no wide receivers. We miss out on Carrion by 200 points and Abrams by 203. All right. Well, that's not good. All right, so of these 3, we can only afford to get 2. Let us see where it stands. Emiliano Morris, who we just discovered last week, come on down. Formerly of Navy and then LSU, where he did pretty well. He comes in to join the depth for the D-line room. Darian Vance also, come on down. Our D-line room is now future-proof with really good depth, no complaints. Gaskins, yeah, went to FAU anyway. Fair enough. All right. So overall, about what we expected, disappointed to not get one of the wide receivers. I think that's the only thing that's a bit shaky. We were never really in on low once the Florida and Georgia's the world arrived. Outside of that, everything was within expectation. All right, so here is our recruiting class. We have a 5-star recruit. We have 4 4-stars, and then a plethora of 3 stars, and then a handful of 2 stars with decent potential, and then 1 JUCO guy that I felt sorry for. So in terms of team recruiting ranking, we are not in the top 50. Oh no. 89. Oh boy. That's worse than last year. It's fine. It's fine. I don't want to look. Okay, and now here's the part that sucks, where every single aspect of our school dropped. Our school level dropped from 46 to a 41. Good news is because guys like Abrams and Carrion said no, we have $3 million in NIL that goes back to the money. Okay, so first NIL needs to go all the way up to $12 million. Coaching staff will resolve the debts. Stadium. Well, no. Okay, let's do these first. I would like my facilities to go all the way up to level 9. That's been a big killer for us in terms of the sort of missing out on recruits. Our facilities being like a C or a C plus, not great. College life, I'll just get that back up to 10. Marketing, I'll get that back up to 11. Academics back up to a 10, and that gives me 13 million. So I can get stadium back, and then I have 6 million left to spend. In that case, let's give college life. Let's give college life a couple million of that. Academics, let's give the rest to, with the exception of 500,000, that I'm going to put in the facility. Okay. So everything else goes back to where it was. Facilities get to boost. Our NIL is 12 million. Coaching staff stuff fixed. Here's our breakdown, by the way. We got every single donor goal, including a very hard to get 350 passing yard one. That was painful. Beating beating IU netted us 7.5 million, which is sweet. All right, then we got 16.25 from TV, 4.5 for participating in a conference game, and 10 million for participating in the playoffs for each round. All right, let's save in advance. Hopefully, advancing as far as we did gets us a gold booster, or at least a silver to replace one of the bronze. That'd be nice. That'd be good. Please? Please? Hey, we get another gold booster, Eduardo O'Neill. And no one is outgoing, so he just adds to our list. Good. Sweet. All right, so now we're up to 3 gold and 3 bronze. Conference realignment, nothing shall be realigned. For those who are unaware, I'm using a custom database. Obviously, that's how I get the real teams and everything in there. The way it has to work, though, with the database is most of the conferences are sort of divisional based. That's why the Big Ten is, like this. SEC is like this. That's also why not all of the West Coast schools are in the Big Ten. For example, UCLA and USC are, but Oregon and Washington are not. They are in what is now the Pac-10. Stanford also is there, and they're not in the ACC, just to make that work, although Notre Dame also is. Okay, let's save it advance. Okay, schedule customization. Here's a question. Do I still have the note where I wrote out all the different conferences I played? Answer, does not look like it. You hate to see it. All right. So in that case, all right, let's figure out, well, first of all, our conference schedule: home to Wisconsin, home to USC, at Michigan State week 4, at OSU week 6, home to Northwestern in 8, at Michigan 10, at Nebraska 11, home Maryland, home IU. I don't love that home and away split, because for recruiting, we have to either recruit guys very early in week 2 and week 3, and we'll miss out on points for that, or we have to wait until 8. So I would like to flip. So I'm at 1, 2. Yeah, I would like to flip the James Madison and Western Kentucky. Okay. Kunst. Do I want to schedule? Before I do any of that, let me remind myself of my coaching tree. So, Ryder Ramirez, who was my original defensive coordinator, then went to Akron to be their defensive coordinator. Where we're not gonna worry about that. Did I really fire him? I guess I replaced him, so by definition I did. That's tough. Then he went to be Penn State's DC. Now he's against Northwestern, so we get to play him. Cole Schaefer, who was our defensive coordinator for 3 years, did very, very well. He is now the head coach of Nevada. I would like to schedule Nevada then. Then Spencer Grimm, who was our offensive coordinator for the first 3 years, he is at Jacksonville State. And he took over a winless team. Winless, and he got them 5 wins. Good on them. So those would like to be the first 2 teams I'd like to schedule. Jacksonville State and Nevada. Let us have Nevada. Oh, can I not schedule Nevada? Lame. Aha, but I can this week. Cool. All right, so we're going to face at Nevada week 9. And is Jacksonville State in this list? No. Are they in week 1? Okay, so now I've scheduled 2 prestige out of conference. So I think I need a heavier opponent. Oh, do I want to face Notre Dame again? Are they available? Week 5, Notre Dame. Do I want to face Chamberlain again? No, I already faced them once. I'll save that for later. Miami, ACC school. I like that one. I like Miami. Okay, so at Jacksonville State week 1, home to Miami week 5, at Nevada week 9. I think that's a fair conference split here. Let's save it in advance. All right, we're facing off against some former coaches this year. Do I want to turn off the boost rubber banding? Part of me thinks keeping this on like disincentivizes finding a recruit early. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off rubber banding. And then if I notice a change, I'll revert after this year. All right, let's advance to 2028. Year 5 at Purdue. If you told me that I still would have been at Purdue in year 5 of this save, would not have believed you. But we just literally were insulted after last season, where the only head coaching jobs that were good were offered were like Wisconsin, TCU, and Texas A&M. And I'm not leaving Purdue for either of those schools, for any of those schools. Okay. Position changes. So 2 things I wanted to look at. First of all, hi, John. What's your overall as a wide receiver? 74. Nah, I'd rather play some of the young guys over here. Yeah, this could get ugly with my running back distribution, but I'll figure it out. It's fine. I don't think there's any real position changes that I want to make. I did want to see what's Jay Brandt's overall as a lineman. 67? Really? That low? Yeah, our tight end group doesn't look great. That's by design. I want to give Jay Brandt and Jonathan Calderon like reps just so I can see where they're at mentally, physically, etc. Kicker, obviously, no changes. What's her overall as a linebacker? 60. No, but what's your overall as a safety? 70 also. That might be the flip. Move Noble to safety. Yeah. Never mind, I changed my mind. Because at that point, I'd rather have the 4th safety just be good and again, or maybe if Cooper Chambers develops well. I feel so sorry for Rylan Bradshaw. The dude's just never gonna play. But that's okay. Who are you? don't remember recruiting you. I had 85, didn't I? From the because I had 8 transfers in. Yeah, it should be at 85. I don't remember scouting that guy. Maybe I did, and I just don't remember it. All right. Off-season gains. Okay, we need big gains at wide receiver, O-line, D-line. Everything else is okay. Corner would also be helpful, but let's see. Oh, this is always stressful for me. I think I relied too much on guys developing really well when the past is precedent. I am going to get very disappointed. But we shall see. Loading. I forgot how long this takes. I drop in frames. That's rude. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well, okay. You see a oh no, Carney only went up by 2. But all right, let's do QB first. Holy! Stevens went up by 6. This is the time you develop, you schmuck. I waited so long, and now he develops into a good quarterback. Well, this is. I mean, let's be clear. Bradley Black is obviously better, but this just annoys me. Dang it, Stevens. I waited so long for him to develop well, and he finally does after I bring somebody in. Bit rude, isn't it? Oh boy. Black, though, I mean, his arm strength went up by 7. His ball security also went up, which I don't care about. His accuracy went up by 4. His IQ only went up by 1, which is a bit annoying. But I mean, Stevens, his IQ went up by 11. That's big. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, Black is still the starter, but I'm now more confident in Stevens if there's an injury, if I need to play Stevens. Cool. Behind him, Terry Webb looks like got pretty decent accuracy boost. IQ didn't really change. Arm strength went up by 4. Kevin Beasley, our QB recruit, his accuracy went up by 7. Okay. Arm strength didn't move. QB IQ went up by 2. Okay. Okay. So yeah, pretty good all things considered. Running back. Oy, oh no. Seth Summers went up by 6. Oh no. Why did I promise Harrison Waters he'd get 30% of snaps? Damn it. Yeah, that was a miscalculation. I should just not promise him that. I should just not promise him that. That was foolish of me. Summers overall, oh, he's so good. Oh no. Oh no. And Waters' ball security didn't change. I realize I can click details instead of hovering back and forth. Oh no. 30%, huh? And it's 10 integrity. Why did I promise this? Miscalculation, kids. It's fine. What's really annoying is, man, yeah, if I did. Also, quietly, Alex Williams is pathetic. His overall only went up by 1. His ball security went down. Okay, I no longer feel silly about him not redshirting. Nah, he's terrible. He's actually bad. I'm cutting him at the end of the year. Zane Ramsey went up by 3. His ball security went up by okay. Yeah, Alex Williams is gonna be buried so far down the depth chart. It's not even funny. Harrison, buddy, I should have let you go. It's fine. Though to be fair, had I let Harrison go and only recruited one running back, I would have been kind of screwed at that point. But that's okay. Oh boy. Well, that's a problem for future me to figure out. Wide receiver. Okay. Okay. Philip Casey going up by 5 is huge. Strength up to speed up to a 98. That'll play. Yeah, him going up by 5 is huge. Carney didn't get that big of a boost. He got a pretty good boost to evasion. Route running went up by 3, but yeah, Casey did well. Walker Green developed pretty good. Ooh, our recruit, Santiago Davenport, route running evasion went up by 5, speed up by 7. Okay. Okay. So yeah. I think running back, I think running back, I think wide receiver I'll play 6, and it'll literally just be this 6 that on down, and then Davenport will be ahead of Ewing. Yeah, Ewing's just not developing, which kind of sucks. But that is what it is. All right, let's look at tight end. Ooh, okay. Okay. Good news is Brant's overall went up by 4. Bad news is his strength didn't move. His run blocking barely moved. I mean, catching going up by 5 is nice. I mean, he's our tight end 1. This is where we're at. Terrell, oh, an 80 catching now for Terrell. I'll think about it. What about Calderon? Ooh! 80, 84 catching? 80. I have somebody here. And Calderon's already redshirted, so he can play. Yeah, I think Esperantrell might just not play, which is unfair to him. Do I like Calderon more than I like Brandt? Nah. I should have moved Brandt to O-line. I feel like I'm going to have that thought. Never mind. 10? 10? Nicholas Morrison. Hello. Welcome to the offensive line room, Mr. Morrison. Okay. Okay. Ooh, and Mateo Clark got a nice jump too. Our recruit Rowan McDonald, a plus 12 to strength. Let's go. All right, I'm much happier about our O-line room now. That's really good. I mean, really, the only one that didn't get a big boost was Oscar Duke, but he's already a senior. I'm fine with that. Fernando Shorts went up by 3. Peoples went up by 6. Yeah, I think last year. I think I played 8 or 9 O linemen. I think this year I'll probably do just 8, and then Rich is on the outside looking in. Rich's strength went up by 10 though. It's now an 81. How does that compare to Dodds? 75. Morrison 67. Oh boy. I'll figure it out. Javier Shaw only went up by 4. That's a bit disappointing. He was I had high hopes for him. But yeah, I mean that's good. I'll take that. It's not as good as last year's, but that's never going to happen when you lose a guy with 102 overall. The potential going down annoys me, but I mean his power went up, accuracy went. Yeah, I'm happy with that. How's Yeah, no. If Ulrich ever gets injured, we're in trouble. And granted, he wasn't perfect last year. He even missed an extra point in a stinking playoff game. But the drop off between them is just so huge. D line, please. Okay. I'm good. I mean, the Willie Logan, 67 to a 75. Hello, Sailor. Ooh, Desmond McNeil, talk to me. Ha 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 ha. Kenneth Rich also went up by 7. Okay. 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 Emiliano Morris, the redshirt junior guy, barely developed. That kind of hurts. Okay, so now I think I have less of a problem than I thought I did because guys like Massey, Aikens, who obviously I just got, but Paul and Gilbert, they went up from being mid 70s to low 80s, high 70s. That's really good for us. Darian Vance, who again we just got, is now a 79 instead of a 74. Willie Logan developed well. Yeah. Yep. I think I'm going to play these 7, and I need a redshirt McNeil. I need a redshirt him because his potential went up to an A plus, and I need him to sit a year, especially when I have guys like Grimes and Bartlett behind him that can do the same job as him. So I need to make sure he redshirts. Linebacker, I mean, similar to D line, but actually, yeah, pretty much identical situation to D line. I mean, in ooh, from an 84 to a 92, the man has 108 tackling. What a guy! Aren't I so glad I redshirted him that first year? Holy Moses! Now with linebacker, one thing I ran into last year was I think I played too many guys, so I wanted to kind of cut down on that. I'm also very glad I let both the linebackers that wanted to leave walk. If I do 6, because my other thing is with linebackers, I'm losing at minimum 3 guys, but I assume some of these juniors like Isom and Carver, who haven't played a lot, will probably want to transfer. Maybe not Carver, because I just brought him in. But yeah, I think I play 7, which is more than I want to, but I think I have to play like Lane Bird. Jaden Isom's probably going to want to kill me, but that's fine. Corner. Yeah. Yes. Ooh, Xander Tony went up by 3. That's good. Yeah, this is what I needed. Just everyone to go up by 5. That's really good. That's really helpful. Again, we don't have the top end talent. You know, Blackburn being gone obviously sucks, but that's good. Rasmussen will play as a true freshman, I assume. Hold please. 87, 70 with 66 tackling, 83, 56 with 66. Yeah. So Bowers, then I would like to redshirt. Yeah. Yeah, we're looking decently good at corner. I think next year is going to suck when we lose Russell, Dodson, and Morrison. Me not redshirting Finn Russell that first year is come back to haunt me in the worst way. It's fine. Safety, what are we looking at? Oh, boy. Well, good news is everyone got, 3, 4 gain. Bad news is everyone got, 3, 4 gain. Oh, what do I even do here? I mean, 1, 2, and 3 is set. It's Adams, Chase, Frazier. It's who I want for that 4th spot. Because part of me wants Chambers to redshirt. I think that just makes the most sense. So, because Gooden was my 4th safety last year, and these were his stats: 14 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss, targeted 21 times. I think I'd rather just have that again, but Bradshaw did get a +4 boost, and his zone coverage is now a 96. His tackling didn't change. That was the reason I didn't start him last time. It's because I'd rather have Gooden, who's much better at tackling, than Bradshaw, who's just another zone specialist. And I already have those. Kane Chase's zone is 104. Adams is 101. Frazier's is 91. And I can't even move him to corner because his man coverage sucks. So yeah, I think it's going to be Gooden again. So Chambers red shirts, Gooden's our safety 4, Bradshaw's our safety 5, Gorman red shirts, Logan red shirts. Cool. I mean, that's pretty good. So the biggest gain of the day goes to Nicholas Morrison, who goes up by 10. Atkins, Russell, Logan all go up by 8. Handful go up by 7, all the way down. And these are the guys that went up by 1. Yeah, Nathan Bartlett going up by 1 despite having an A minus potential is a bit odd. It seems a bit silly, but that is what it is. All right, let's save in advance. Game plan install. Hello. Okay. Now. It was a theme. Can I look at depth chart? Yeah, I don't know. Thank God. Okay. So it was a theme of the past cornerback group where they were just so much better than with man compared to, say, zone. Oh, Rasmussen is so good, but he can't tackle. So this year, Hess is a man specialist, Russell's man, Dodson's good at both, Morrison's better at man. If I were to play Noble over Moses, then it would flip it back to zone. But Moses, I mean, his tackling is just so much better. I think I switched to a man scheme. Because even our depth, like outside of Noble, I would consider Noble to be our zone specialist. Outside of him, Rasmussen's better at man, as is Bowers, as is Fong, Tony, and then Sims is the only other exception. So yeah, I think we are going to switch schemes from a aggressive zone to a balanced man scheme. Playbook, play call style is going to be the exact same. I'm just going to set these to auto until I figure it out later. But yeah, balanced 3-4. We're still staying in. Just makes sense. This is where we're at. So after all the changes, we now have 3 5-stars, 7 4-stars, 56 3-stars, 17 2-stars, 2 1-stars. Okay. Let's save in advance. And now into my least favorite part of this season, the spring and summer months. It's all just bleh to me. Okay, first things first. Let us go to the depth chart. Make sure if you have an injury benched. All of these are going to stay the same. All right, let's talk depth chart. So Bradley Black is our starter. That's without question. Antonio Stevens is the backup. I want Webb ahead of Beasley just for my purposes. Yeah, Beasley, I think I'll want to red shirt. Yeah, I think my plan is we're going to red shirt Beasley. That gives me Black, Stevens, Webb. I'm cool with that. Running back. Hi, guys. Alex Williams, do I just redshirt you right now? I'm debating. So, yeah, here's my problem. Waters wants to play in 30% of snaps. He's not going to get that. He's just not, which is going to be painful because the integrity hit is a 10 if I break that promise. So, yuck. Yuck. I think at the moment Waters is going to be my running back 3, and I'm just going to have to accept that. And Seth Summers is going to hate me. Probably should hate me, but it's fine. Alex Williams, I am going to redshirt on the hope that he develops well, because there's no point in playing him, especially when Zane Ramsey is better. So that's that set. Wide receiver, high. So I am going to put... No, I'll put Carney up top still, I think. I mean, his catching is a little bit better. His route running is much better. I lose a little bit speed. Actually, I'm going to put Green ahead of Casey. I have 6 Six wide receivers right now. Davenport is gonna redshirt. I'm gonna have this be the order. I have a lighter wide receiver room, but that's okay. Do I go down to five? I'm debating it. We'll see. But yeah, Davenport, red shirts. Cool. I'm cool with that. Do I want McKnight over Ewing? I mean, stats wise, I shouldn't. Hmm. Yeah, Ewing over McKnight. All right, tight ends. Hi guys. Yeah, this is where I need to determine just what do I want my tight ends to do. Because Brandt has to play. His blocking is too good for him not to. So he's our tight end one. And so now it's a question of do I want my two or my three to be Terrell or Calderon? And I think I would I mean Calderon I'd rather have as a blocker. I'm losing two run blocking, but I'm getting three pass blocking. Calderon's route running is better. His catching is better. He's just not as quick. But yeah, I think it's Brandt, Calderon, Terrell. O line. Hi guys. So I had eight playing last year. I think I'm gonna keep the same eight. And Jose Rich is just gonna graduate having been one of the transfers of all time. Yeah, he's probably not gonna play that much this year. Red shirt purposes, Javier Shaw, red shirts. Um, Jeff Easley, red shirts. Everyone else is fine. Okay, D line. I have six. I am okay with that. McNeil, red shirt. Irwin, red shirt. Do I red shirt Lawson as well? I think I do. So those guys are red shirting. Oh, wait. All right. So of this 80 to 79 crew, I think Paul is definitely four. Gilbert's a worse tackler than Vance, but his block shedding is better. He's not as strong. I'll keep it like this, but I can be persuaded one way or the other. Morris is going to be ahead of Logan. He's not as strong, but it's a big difference in pursuit and tackling and IQ. All right. That's D line. Linebackers. We have a deep room. No one really to redshirt. I don't care much about redshirting Bryce Carver. This is as needed. Everett's definitely fourth. We don't got a lot of good coverage guys outside of Drake, but I think that's okay. I think we'll have Parker be ahead of Sutton. And then this can just be this list all the way down. Corners. Okay. This might be some decisions. So man coverage guys need to be up top, which they are. Now the question becomes, how do I want to do this? So I have a lot of guys that need a red shirt, and I'm only playing five corners this year as opposed to six. So whom's among you red shirts? Fong is red shirting. That's happening. I'm still annoyed with myself that he played, even though when I moved him to like last on the depth chart, but whatever. Like Fong red shirts. I think. Do I want Bowers or Rasmussen to red shirt? Because Tony's red shirting. I think I'll let Rasmussen red shirt. Well, let me think about this. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. And safety. Hi guys. So that's where I'm at. And then red shirt wise, Chambers. Gorman, I don't care about red shirting really. Yeah, this feels harsh on Bradshaw, but it is what it is. And then kicker Ulrich, punter Ulrich, turn specialist Casey. Cool. Okay, that's my list. I wish I could see just a list of all the guys I was redshirting. That's definitely in a screen somewhere. Just think. It's not down here, which is exactly where I thought it'd be, but fair enough. Oh boy. All right, so red shirts, we have Beasley, quarterback. We have Williams, running back. We have Davenport, wide receiver. No tight ends. O line, we have Easley and Shaw. D line, I have McNeil, Irwin, Lawson. Linebacker, no one. Corner, I have Rasmussen, Fong, and Tony. Safety, I have Chambers. That's it. Cool. Okay. Now let's do this boring spring summer stuff. I do all the auto practices because I just don't have to care. I auto assign trainings for a similar reason. Okay. So looking at our team here, we have 14 seniors, 5 of whom are on the offensive line, 2D line, and 3 are in the linebacking room. And then it's a couple at other positions spread about. So, of those O line, here you go back to my depth chart here. Of the O linemen, Ulrich is a draft risk, but let's assume he stays. We lose McFadden, Peoples, Duke, then Rich and Pope, they're kind of depth options. But either way, I think O line needs to be a focus in recruiting, as it always is, really. D line, I'm losing Prince, who I had to pay to stay, keep in mind. I'm losing Massey, and that's it. Then linebacker, I'm losing Adkins, which is going to suck. I'm losing Hopkins, which is going to suck. And then I'm losing Sutton, which isn't really going to suck, let's be frank. Do I redshirt? No. Thought about it, decided against it. Okay, recruits. Hi, guys. Any of the top recruits in the country interested in me? I see a 75. Ooh, an 80. Yeah, I don't care that he's a JUCO guy. Hi there. You can be on my list, buddy. 81, 62, and that's with the integrity boost. Fair enough. 7, yeah, a handful of mid 70s, which is nice, but outside of that, JUCO D lineman doesn't. Ooh, I don't really need a great tight end for 2 years. I'm developing my guys. Ooh, Blaine, hello, 4-star. Now the 100 interest in OSU. That's going to be tough to That's going to be tough to overcome, I think. But you know what? Add him to the list. Oh boy, oh boy. Ooh, 81. Jude Brewster. Hello. Welcome to the club. All right. Can we just look at points ahead with initial contact, getting rid of 1 and 2 stuff? Hi, guys. All right, so how I do it in the spring and the summer is I essentially do it by position group in terms of who gets the camp invites. So I'm going to start with the interest score, I think. I'm going to look at the top 5 guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll skip the JUCO and I'll go down to Matthew Lyles. He can be 5. And then I will look at points ahead with initial contract and grab 5. Preferably not one with 58 overall. So 1, 2, 3. It's not a great list. 4, 5. All right. So they'll be my camp guys. Now I'll do the same for defensive line. We'll look at interest first. Emmanuel Kennedy is interested. Hi there, buddy. You have a massive overall, but so be it. Let's do the Hawthorne already grabbed. Brewster already grabbed. So many JUCO guys. Screw it. Give me them all. Give me them all. And then points ahead initial contact, I'll just grab 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Then linebacker. 1, I'll grab the JUCO guy. 2, 3, go back to interest. Ooh, hello. Front of the pack there. I'll target this 4-star guy. Why not? Is that 10? That is 9. Do I want to fight Georgia for this guy? Screw it. Give me them both. And then give me one of the terrible linebackers. Whoops. 60. Get out of here. Okay. So now that I have my list of the 3 positions, I'm going to do it by position in terms of who visits camp first. Just going to start with the O lineman. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, well, they're at camp. I am then going to give my pitches to the rest of them. And I don't have many pitches because of coordinator changes. So I need to be a little shaky with all that. So I'll just give ace pitches to the top guys. You can get an ace pitch. You can get a great pitch. Just the list on down. All right. And then in terms of scouting, I'm going to look at, let's just do interest score in me, any position, doesn't matter, of the non-targets, let's just scout him. All right, he might be worth a look. No. No. Ooh, A-, get in. A lot of linebackers seem to be interested in my school. I wonder why. Shit. Wrong button. Never mind, it was the right button. Get in there. All right, I'm taking D lineman linebacker off the list. Why? Why is that the only people interested? Safety. Come on. Ooh. F plus tackling. It's a bit disconcerting, but get in, my friend. All right. Pitches, done. All that jazz, done. Advance. All right. Sim practice. And auto assign the trains. Roots. Okay. So we now should know the potentials of all the O line. Anyone, dude? Why is your potential got to be a D minus? I mean, as a JUCO, I don't really care, but still. D, no, get out of here. C, get out of here. C minus, get out of here. C plus, get out of here. B minus and higher, you're safe. What? A D minus? Edward. And to be fair, his blocking numbers aren't even that good either. I'm not interested. Nah. No, I mean, I am losing a lot of linemen. Fine, whatever, you can say. The 66 overall guy having B minus potential and D run blocking does kind of scare me. But you know what? I want the full picture on you before I do anything. Give me your numbers. Whatever. Oh, I guess. I suppose. All right, and the next position group to be sent to camp will be the defensive lineman. And I already know your overall anyway. Okay. All right, and then the linebackers will go to camp next. So I'll take them off my list for a second. D-line are already going. Am I missing anyone? Oh yeah, these guys. I'll give them just okay pitches. And then let's be all mushy-gushy with the O-lineman. I guess the 74 D minus, like, I don't think it's worth it. Go away. I've made my executive decision. All these O-linemen, I'm just going to give them okay pitches. I'll give an ace to this one. Everyone else can just get okay. Okay. Now, I would like to discover the next great tight end, please. Well, shucks. Eh. Oh boy. I think tight end's going to be the next group I look at. They're going to get my fourth batch of visits. All right, now let me give pitches to some of the linebackers here. And then great pitches for these two. Cool. Recruiting, done. Done, dusted, advance. Auto sim practice. And the training. Recruiting. Hello. All right, time to look at the potentials of the D lineman that I sent to camp. Looks pretty good. Norwood, get out. And Madrigal, go back to Encanto, please. But everyone else looks pretty good. B minus potential for the JUCO. Hello. D minus tackling, really? Whatever. All right. So now let me send the linebackers to camp. Careful not to click on the dude whose potential I already know. I can schedule a visit with these two. I like them both. I don't know really if I care about Hector Price, so I'm not going to schedule him yet. How many camp visits do I have left? One? Screw it. You can go to camp. I'll get a big boost for you. I do want this guy to come visit. Let me just confirm his potential isn't terrible. Cool. Who's interested in you? Max Schools. IU. Come on down. All right. Then you, I guess, can get an okay pitch. You can get an okay pitch also. All right. Taking O line off the list now. Let me give the ace pitches to the top guys. McDowell gets the other ace, and then these guys can get great. Oh wait, did I have scouting still? Yes, I did. I had 8. Back to the tight ends. I definitely pay attention. I like the end to score last time. Let's do points ahead. Get rid of the 1 stars. Not looking good for the tight ends, let me tell you. All right. Saving events. Auto sim the practice. Auto assign the training. All right. Potentials for the linebacking core, please. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. All right. Hogsby gone. Ross gone. McTosh gone. Hamphill gone. Blackburn gone. Morrow. I mean, he's a JUCO, but like I'd rather prioritize these guys because I'm gonna get them for longer. Gone. Crowley gone. Yeah, that linebacker room got cut in half. Ouch. Good news is I can schedule a visit with these guys. Go. Who's interested? OSU's away. Michigan State, Northwestern. Ooh, Northwestern. All right, so Schultz can be Northwestern. Alder. I want to get you kind of later because I have a feeling that's might come down to that. Price. You can be Wisconsin. You can come early. Okay, so let's go back to tight end, unfortunately. Give me. I'm going to scout the top tight ends. See if anyone is really worth fighting over, and doesn't look like the answer is yes. So, in that case, I'm going back to interest. I'm grabbing 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel rude for skipping you, Cleveland. I'll target you just for that. I didn't grab any JUCOs, did I? Okay. So the 10 that get camps, just 10 straight down, and then Cleveland, I'll have to remember to scout when we get there. Okay. Now, can schedule a visit with Hawthorne. You know what? Week 2. Come on down. Can I schedule a visit with anybody else? Lyles, Wisconsin also. Come on down. McDowell. I don't play any of these schools, so let's just do the Northwestern game. Barry, I will do the Miami game. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? I'm already scheduling visits for those guys. Cool. Okay. Hawthorne gets ace, as does Coben and Trent and McDowell. Great pitch. Great pitch. I do the best pitches, clearly. All right, and then I'll just do these on down. Cool. Looks like a pretty good recruiting group, all things considered. We're currently at 31 out of 40, so I'll have to shave some of the D linemen out. Tight end group that'll probably get cut into more than half, so I'm not too worried about that. But let us advance. AD expectations win at least 8 games. It has been 6 games for the last couple years. I'm not mad at that. Okay. 37 pass touchdowns. That's not happening. I mean, I'm going for that one just because of the money. Win 9 games, sure. Throw 300 yards at least once. I think we can do that, but can I get more money? Win against Wisconsin, Michigan, and Michigan State. Done. If it was and there, I'd be a bit worried, but it's or. Win 9 games, I think we do. Kai Press, convert a bit above 44% of third downs, or win 5 conference games, or score 35 points, at least one game. Win 5 conference games. Done. Okay. So, our gold donor goals: win 5 conference games, win 9 games total and beat IU. Bronze donor goals: throw 14 or less interceptions, win against either Wisconsin, Michigan, or MSU, and then beat IU. I think that's doable. Yeah. Win 9+ games, I think we'll be fine, but that one might depend on if we get into the playoff or not. That one might be tough, but we'll see. This is our schedule for reference. So we got to win 9 of these, not counting like bowl games and such. Right now, at the start of the season, we are playing 4 ranked opponents, including number 1 OSU. Okay. Is that all? Yeah, I think the win 9 games is the only one where I think we might struggle with. Everything else, I think we'll be fine. Win 5 conference games, might be shaky. Okay. Hot. First things first, let's go to recruiting. And let's see if any of those tight ends could be the next big thing. The one I didn't send to camp has the highest potential. That's awesome. All right, let me kick out everyone with a C+ or lower, which is essentially the whole list, barring 3 players. Hi, including a 4-star, which I'm already a bajillion behind on. Cool. Do I even want to try for that one? Not really, but you never know. All right. All right, let's schedule visits on the guys we can. Do I have Michigan or OSU at home this year? No. I'm kind of fine with that. What do I want to do here? Give me the whole list. Give me the macro list. So right now I got 23 targets on my list. 3 tight end, 5 O-line, 9 D-line, 5 linebacker, and a safety. Okay. Is it in the filters for who can schedule a visit? No. Okay. All right, let's schedule visits against or for I think pretty much everyone that we can. Jude Brewster. Wisconsin, come on down. Hope I don't get Doc driving 2D linemen at that one, but it should be fine. Nash, I don't really care, so let's have you go to USC. Morrison, I'll have you also go to USC. Cannon, I will have you go to Maryland. Donovan, IU. Anyone else? Zach, my boy, Miami. Well, oh, Pitt's already scheduled a visit. And they're visiting week 8. I want to be after them, so week 11. Cool. Okay. So of this list, is there anyone I'm just not? Yeah, ironically, it's the tight ends. All right, I need to figure out who I just want to punt on trying. Do I even want to fight for Brewster? Like, he's a 5-star, but nah, I think my energy should be elsewhere. All these other guys I will keep and fight for. I think that's my plan. All right, for the tight ends, I'm behind on all three. I might as well offer all three. My preference, though, would be Cox or Cleveland. Wells. Yeah. Here, actually, let me get as decent a picture as I can on these three. Yeah, actually, I lied. I'll drop Wells. Oh, these two. Offer sheets for all these guys. And for everyone on this list. Also, I'm pretty heavy on the D line. I think there's a world where that comes back to bite me. I'm going to unschedule Donovan. I'm going to remove him from the list. I'm going to unschedule Madison. Move him from the list. All right, everyone else can stay. Offers for Nash, Fritz, and all my O-line and linebacker buddies. That's how many offers? 19. It's not a lot. QB, I don't need to bring anyone in. I'm good. Running back, think I'm fine. Wide receiver. Wide receiver could be a shaky one. Any you guys interested? Ooh, man, 78 really? 4,000. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy. I'll target, I guess, just the first 10. See where we're at after that. All right, recruiting, done. Right? Or no, I have all my pitches remaining. What am I saying? Okay. And so I think Bynum will get an okay pitch. Ace for these two. Ace for Hawthorne. Great for Cobb. Great for Lyles. Flip to page 2. Ace to Corbin. And then just whichever okay pitch is better for these guys. I have one left. Congrats. Oh no, I have 2. Let's give it to those 2. All right. Recruiting. Done. Huzzah. All right. Depth chart is set. Red shirting players. are also set. So that's all well and good. All right, let's touch game plan for a second. None of this really matters except for like the pass targets. So Casey, I don't want to do all three wide receivers because I don't want the AI to like mess with anything or only throw it to them. So there's those two. Everything else I'm kind of just fine with, really. All right, so this is the first year 5, where we've switched from a man, or excuse me, from a zone to a man method. Oh, God, our recruiting class went down from a 64 to an 89th. Oh, yeah. But it's fine. It's fine. We are ranked number 5, by the way, to open the season, despite the fact we have the number 24th ranked offense and number 21 ranked defense. So, in other words, or 21st rather, we are just benefiting from last season's success. We are only a prestige 6. It only went up by 1, which is just very annoying to me. Should be noted the Big Ten pretty well represented in this top 25. We got Minnesota down there, Wisconsin, Michigan, Penn State, USC, us, and then OSU, the number 1 ranked team in the country. I do want to check on the QB God. How'd he do? Up to an 87. Oh yeah, sure. He definitely needed that 9 QB accuracy boost. His arm strength hasn't changed at all in 3 developments, which is kind of wild to me. That is a bit crazy. All right, so we're going up against Jacksonville State. I will play. Do I want to play this game now? Yeah, why not? I'll play this game now. We're going up against Jacksonville State, and it looks like they got a pretty good quarterback, Asia Wise, who was their transfer from South Carolina, where he didn't play last year. Jacksonville State looks like he did pretty good. The only reason we're playing Jacksonville State is their head coach, Spencer Grimm, who was our offensive coordinator for 3 seasons, did pretty well under him. And then he is off for his first coaching gig. And so now we will start against him and hopefully destroy him, as is our one. Practice focus, we know nothing, so we're just going to work on the run and stop their run. Going to get those auto practices set. We have the necessary red shirts done. I am tempted to almost start Antonio Stevens in this game to see what he can do. Actually, trying to, 200 passes. I think actually, yeah. I'm going to start Stevens in this game. Let's do that. All right, so here we go. This is the first time meeting between our schools. They have no recruits visiting. We are favored by 10.5 points going up against Jacksonville State. We will call tails because it never fails, obviously, except here. Jacksonville State elects to receive, and with that, the 2028 season, year 5 of this coach career, begins now. And how does it begin? With a 3-yard rush, as do most things. Uh-oh. And Corey Everett justifies his place in the linebacking room with a interception to his name. Good on him. They did engage on their first defensive play. I have no choice but to respect that immensely. 3rd and 6 now. We convert. First and goal. There we go. John Mann. Oh, right. I forgot his name. I was like, who's that? And then I remembered, oh, yeah. Listen, transferring 2 running backs is going to take me a second to get used to. And a 3 and out. We're cooking with grease. 3rd and 2, I'm going to pass. Is this insulting? Well, evidently not. You know what? I'm running it. Let's do it. Let's just convert. Hey, Lorenzo Prince, 4-yard rush. Let's go. And then we go. Harrison, you ask for playing time in your first run is -1 yards. And then Stevens is sacked. But the 23-yard conversion, oh boy. Are we unstoppable. Maybe. Oh boy, sacked again. I think ever since I asked, are we unstoppable, things just crash and burned. Which, fair enough. All right, we're going to kick the field goal here, and it is good. I didn't look if their quarterback, Asia-wise, could run it, but so far the answer seems to be a no. Bubble screen. 4 yards, fair enough. Ooh, 3rd and 4, I'm going to pass. Cool. Ahmed Carney with his, first catch of the game. Second catch, excuse me. I'm paying attention. Yeah, I think now we're just kind of dinking and dunking, short passing, and then 2 incompletions. Gosh. Come on, guys. Oh, they converted a 3rd down. Ooh, they converted another one. They're driving, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. All right. Jacksonville State's going to get points on the board. The question is, how many? They're in goal to 1 goal line. Negative 2-yard run. They have to settle for a field goal, but quietly. I mean, it's a 1-score game right now. As our offense has just evaporated into dust. 3rd and 10. Let's try the Y corner. No dice. All right. We got him off the field. Who starts with the ball to start the second half? We do, right? Yeah, we do. You know what? No, we have our 2 timeouts. We have horrendous field position, but 1 completed pass and we're out of it. Yeah, there we go. Whoops. That's not the button I wanted. And we're going to go for it. Because, a couple crazy plays, you could land in field goal range. Oi! Stevens is picked. Oh, boy. They're going to go for it. On 4th and 1 here, I shall reply with a blitz. They do convert, but they're not in field goal range yet, so a couple Hail Marys, and that's the end of the half. Antonio Stevens, 11 of 21, 135 yards, and a pick. Not good for his audition to try to earn more reps. As we go 3 and out again. Oy vey. Yeah, this is... man alive. He got pick 6. That's actually crazy. We are now tied with Jacksonville State. I'm running it, actually, yeah. I was hoping to get some yardage there. Ooh, 1st and 10 at the 4. Blitz, bring the heat. Nah, they converted. Hey! And all of a sudden, you look up and Jacksonville State are winning this game. Wow. There we go. Touchdown pass. Extra point is good. We're tied. Unbelievable. Why did I do engage 8 there? That's a fair question. All right, they make the field goal. But I'm fine with that. Our defense has been less than good. Oh, a negative 3-yard rush. That we really couldn't have afforded. All right, Ulrich makes the field goal. But Jacksonville State is driving now, and they converted on 3rd and 5, and they made the touchdown. Oh, boy. We're going up tempo. Unbelievable disaster class. Here is a 40-yard pass. That'll do. That'll do. Learns to press 18-yard run. We've tied it up. Good God. They convert on 3rd and 7. Wow, they are tearing up our team right now. 4th and 1, they're going for. This could decide the game. They convert. Oh, they got 9 yards. They made the field goal. Unbelievable. And we lose to Jacksonville State as Spencer Grimm arrives. Wow. John Mann, 9 rushes, 13 carries, 1 touchdown. I mean, Stevens was horrible. That's. We got out time of possess, too. And I couldn't have had Chew Clock on because the game was so back and forth there. Wow. I mean, maybe the correct call there is to go for 2 at the end, but even then, you're still losing to that field goal. Wow. What a disappointing loss. We had no sacks against them. 0. All right. And that is how you open a season after making it to the playoff semifinals with a loss to an unranked Jacksonville State. Well, then, ain't that depressing? And we are now unranked. Fair enough. Yep. Can't really complain, huh? Yeah, Stevens is done. Like, what do you want from me? You want 200 passes? Congratulations. You just threw how many? 40? Yeah. Good Lord. Just for my reference, how many percentage of snaps did Waters get there? 23. Y'all. I never should have promised him that. Never. Or maybe I just get fired and none of this matters. No, I mean, listen, we were playing with our backup quarterback because we thought that was a game we were going to win. And our defense was uncharacteristic. Listen, Stevens wasn't good. He had 2 turnovers, but our defense was uncharacteristically terrible there. All right. Now we have some uphill climbing to do because one of the booster goals was, win 9 games. And there goes one of the ones you would have penciled in as an automatic win. So now we have a lot of uphill climbing to do against number 6 ranked Wisconsin next week. Oh boy. Oh boy. On that disappointing note, I think that is where we are going to end it. We had, I think, a decent transfer portal, all things considered, but then you drop game 1 to Jacksonville State. Was it the stupidest decision in coaching history to play Stevens? Probably. But also, I mean, they're not that different in terms of ratings outside of the accuracy. I mean, Stevens has a better IQ. His arm strength is 92, which should still be good enough to get the job done, but either way, very disappointing performance in week 1. All right. I mean, there is a not insignificant chance we start the season 0-3 and have more losses than we did all of last year. And that, as the kids say, is not good. But that is it for me, everyone. I will be back on Thursday. Thank you for watching either live or on the VOD, whether that's Twitch or YouTube. I'll try to get this stream uploaded to the VOD channel on Wednesday. That way we're all caught up going into Thursday. I think my plan for Thursday's stream is get through the OSU game and then into the bye. But this season could turn ugly pretty quickly, and the Athletic Director's goal, if I remember how to find that, it's down here, isn't it? Yeah, the goal is to win at least 8 games. That could be troublesome. But we'll see how all that goes. And next on Thursday, thank you all for watching, everyone. See you next time.